Let us begin. So we bring our hands together and we just do a little forward bow to say Sat Nam, and just to open up. And Sat Nam means truth is my essence, and when we do a little bow, we're just acknowledging that in the other person as well. So we're just connected to everybody who is busy watching this. And welcome to the series, and welcome to the series of Finding Your True Self. This 4-part series is a journey that we're going to take that is going to move us from where we currently are at and connect us more to our true self, our higher self, and our essence. And I wanted to create this series right now because I feel that a lot of people, because of what's going on in the world at the moment, are asking certain questions. And the questions they're asking are things like, who am I? And why am I here? What is my purpose? And where am I going? And what should I be doing with myself right now? And I know that we've had these questions come up probably several times in our lives, but I feel that right now there is sort of like this collective sort of limbo that everybody is in, and we're asking these questions of ourselves. And generally 2 things happen when we ask these questions. And the first is we have no answer, we can't answer it. And then the second is that we find an answer, we follow that pathway, and when we get to the end of the pathway, we find, oh, I'm back to the same point I was before, and you have the same question coming again. So what's actually happening here? And what is happening here is that when we ask these questions, we can only answer these questions based on our own patterns, our own experience, our own conditions, our own knowledge and information that we have gathered since the day we were born. So we can only answer these questions based on our past. And we can only answer these questions based on that limited, finite part of ourselves. And just to break down what that limited part of ourself is, that limited part of ourself is the ego, which is how we identify ourselves in the world. It is our physical body, and it is all those conditions and patterns. So we answer these questions and we keep going around in these loops all the time, and we get stuck. And this being stuck is what we call a block. And that's what we're working on today. So today we're working on removing these blocks, and we're going to work on all the levels on removing these blocks. So over the 4 sessions, number 1 is removing blocks for today, which is going to help with a bit more clarity and a bit more space so that you can start to come up with different answers and different possibilities. In the next session, we're going to do something called dissolving the ego, because it's the ego that keeps us stuck in the past and keeps us stuck in habits and the things that we know, because it likes that. And then the last 2 sessions we're going to do are all around directing our attention towards ourselves and connecting to our true self, to our true essence, and to train ourselves to feel what it feels like when we connected to that infinite part of ourselves, when we connected to our soul, so that when we ask these questions again, we can then work with that awareness to rather answer the questions. And that's what we're doing for the 4 sessions. All right, so let's begin. So we always start off the class by chanting the opening chant, which is Sat, no it's not, that's the ending one, which is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. So bring your hands together in prayer position, bring your hands to your heart, lengthen your spine, tucking your chin in a light Jalandhara Bandha, close your eyes, and bring your awareness to yourself. And just check in where you are right now in this moment. Then take a deep breath in, exhale, and we're going to start off with the tune-in mantra, singing it 3 times. Take a breath in. Om Namo. Quick breath. Gurudev deep breath in and out. And then we sing the second chant, which is our protective mantra. Take a breath in. GURAY NAMEH, JUGAAD GURAY NAMEH, SAT GURAY NAMEH, Sri Gurudeve NAMEH. GURAY NAMEH, JUGAAD GURAY NAMEH, SAT GURAY NAMEH, Sri Gurudeve NAMEH. GURAY NAMEH, JUGAAD GURAY NAMEH, SAT GURAY NAMEH, Sri Gurudeve NAMEH. Take a deep breath in and hold the breath. Direct your attention inwards. Notice any subtle changes from the chants. And then on your exhale, bring your hands to your knees and open your eyes. We're going to go straight into the warm-up. So we start off with Sufi grinds, lengthening the spine, working at the base. You want to keep the upper body relatively steady. Inhale as you go forward, exhale as you come back. When you've got the movement, close your eyes. Come back to center, change direction. Come back to center, take a breath in, hold the breath. Every time we take a moment and hold the breath, we're noticing all the subtle changes that are happening from the movement we just experienced. Exhale. Bring in both of your hands, holding onto the front ankle and working the lower half in a spinal flexion. Inhale as you arch the back and exhale as you round the back. You choose the speed that you want to work to. Once you've got the movement, close your eyes. Come to center, take a breath in, hold the breath. Keeping the spine long, exhale. We're continuing our journey up the spine by placing our hands on our shoulders, fingers in the front, thumbs behind and elbows lifted. Rotate to the left as you breathe in and to the right as you breathe out. Come back to center, breathe in, hold the breath. As you do, lift up the chest, Arch the back slightly, open the throat. And then exhale, bring your hands in front, interlace your fingers, lengthen your arms. Bring your arms overhead, take them as far back as you can, and bring them back down. Inhale up, exhale down, so we're chopping. Next time you bring your arms up, keep them up, lengthen the arms and separate them. Inhale, reach over for side bend, exhale. Inhale up, exhale to the other side. Last one. Then bring your hands on your knees, still sitting tall, keep the chin down, rotating your head to the left, breathe in and exhale right, making sure you're breathing in and out through your nose. Come back to center, breathe in and hold the breath. And notice that energy in your head. Exhale. Straighten your legs out. So you're coming into staff pose. Legs are together, flexing at your ankles and placing your hands next to the body. So you're going to use your hands to stretch your back. Point and flex at the ankles. Got to make sure they're nice and warm for the class today. Breath is just natural. Close your eyes. And then circle your ankles in one direction. It doesn't matter which way. Change direction. Stopping the movement and using any one of your legs, you're going to bring the leg in and pull it into your chest as close as you can. Exhale as you do this and then inhale, release. Change legs. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, release. Again. On the next one, keep the leg here and circle in an outward circle at your hips. Just warming up the hip joints. Take the leg down, change leg, bring the knee in and circle outwards at the hips. Release the legs and we're going into the frontal live nerve stretch. Ideally, it's grabbing the big toe with your first two fingers, but if you can't reach there, then place your hands on the thighs, the knees, the calves, but you've got to keep the legs straight, so don't bend the knees to reach the feet. If you are able to reach the toes, your two fingers between your second and the first toe, and your thumb presses into your toenail. Lengthen everything, arms, back, legs, neck, inhale. On the exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale up, exhale down. The next time you come down, pull yourself down, round your back, tuck your chin in and work your forehead towards your knees. Stay there and breathe deeply. Release, take your hands behind you, point your toes, open up the chest for a counter stretch, breathe in, and then as you exhale, release, flip yourself around, coming onto your knees and your hands, and working into our cat and cow. Exhale into your cat, inhale into your cow. The next time you come into cat, stay there. Hold the breath out. Pull the belly button in, squeeze the pelvic floor, tuck the chin in. And then inhale, release. Come back to sitting posture. Okay, so that's the warm-up done, and now we're going to step into the kriyas and the meditations. And we're doing 1 kriya and 3 meditations. The kriya is a short kriya, and it's going to be working on removing any body blocks that we have. Then we're going to move into the next meditation, which is going to work on removing habits and addictions. The second meditation working on our life habits and our life blocks. And the last one we're going to finish off is going a little deeper into removing subconscious blocks and karmic blocks. And Kundalini Yoga is known as the yoga of awareness. So during this whole series, really get actively involved during the classes. Don't allow yourself just to passively sort of wander off and go into a state of complete silence in yourself, but really become very aware of what's going on in every single moment that you go through. In the kriya we're doing specifically today with the physical body, it's going to be a little bit challenging, which is fantastic because in those challenging moments, we have this beautiful opportunity to notice how we react to challenges, how we react emotionally, what we say to ourselves, and what we actually physically do in our reactivity. Right, so let's begin this one. Removing our body blocks. And the first one in removing body blocks will be as follows. So you sit in a comfortable leg position, your spine is tall, your hands will be open with your fingers together and thumbs next to the hands, and it's just gentle. And you have your arms up in the air. You're going to circle in a clockwise direction, so you're working to your right leg. So it'll be my left, but your right. And you're circling from the shoulders. So try not to circle just from the elbows and the wrists. And you're going to do it as rapidly as you can. And this is going to work into the shoulders and into the neck, where we hold a lot of tension and a lot of physical blocks here. And obviously we're going to be releasing some of those through this. We're going to be here for 3 minutes, eyes closed, working clockwise as quickly as you can, and breathe and notice what comes up. Enjoy it. Off we go.
Chakra chakra vate, chakra chakra bhugate, suya
Bring the arms down slowly. Ooh, roll those shoulders back. Well done. Take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers to stretch out the front of the shoulders. Staying in an easy seated posture, cross your legs over the other way and bring your uncomfortable leg at the front. In this next movement, when you're ready, you can change back to the first leg at any time, so making sure we get into both of the hip flexors. Hands again are going to be fingers as blades, arms coming up. You're going to inhale and exhale as you bring your head down to the floor. If you can't reach the floor, it's okay, you just go as far as you can. Main thing is that the arms stay next to the ears, so you don't move your arms independently. As you come up, full spinal length, exhale down. All right, we're here for 2 minutes, let's go. Release it, bring the arms down, roll those shoulders. Ooh. Take your hands behind you, pull the arms up and away. And release it. All right. So now bring your hands on the floor and bring your feet onto the floor. And you're going to bend your knees to make sure that you can get your hands on the floor. In this exercise, we're going to be bouncing like a bunny rabbit. And the way to work it is the core. So when you're lifting yourself off the floor with both hands and arms, hands and feet, engage your core to pull yourself up from the core. All right, a lot of stuff's going to come up in this one. 2 minutes, let your head hang, and bounce like a bunny rabbit. Notice what patterns start coming up. How do you react to the intensity of this exercise? Stay here for a moment. Stretch your legs out a little bit to release those calves and hamstrings. And this is the start now of our next position. So hands are flat, ears are close to biceps. Engage your core and then roll yourself up. Come to stand. Coming into slight back bend. Alright, so here you inhale. Exhale, you bring yourself down to the floor again. For 1 minute, off you go. Inhale up. Exhale down. And release it. Slowly roll yourself up. Shake out those arms. Shake out those legs. So heart rate is up. We're going to take it up just a little bit more, coming into the next movement. And with this one, you're placing your hands on your hips, and you're going to be alternating, crossing your legs. So your legs are going to be wide, and then crossing. Wide, and crossing. So to get the rhythm, you can be on your toes, like that. Or if you do struggle with ankle, knee, hip, back issues, then just soften and try and bring your heels down and go a little bit slower. Here we go. and release it. Woo. Shake it out. Notice what's happening in your mind, your emotions, your body. And all these movements we're doing are getting into joints, muscles, circulatory system, lymphatics, organs, endocrine, to release the blocks that are stuck there, as holding things in our bodies. We're not done yet. Same movement in the legs. We're going to add arms now. So you're going to cross the arms in front of you, above your head, alternating the arms at the same time as crossing the legs. Right. 2 minutes, off we go. Woohoo, yeah. Another 2 minutes. Remember, if it's a little hard, you can just slow it down. Otherwise, go for it. If you feel the emotion coming up, go into it and burn it off.
Methods of killing have reached perfection. All the players marching to a different drum. The rhythm of the war dance and the beat goes on.
Shake out those legs. Breathe. And sit down. Alright, so we're not done yet. A couple more movements to go in this little removing of physical blocks. The next one, you're going to take your hand into a fist, placing the thumb inside the fist, and bring your arms up so that your wrist, your elbow and shoulder are parallel to the floor. You're alternating a shoulder forward. So left, right, left, right. And as you do this, lift the shoulder with the intention of lifting the rib cage at the same time. Right, a quick, easy one, 1 minute. Your eyes will be closed when you do this. Right, bring your arms up. We've got 1 minute. Off we go. So alternating shoulders. Doesn't matter the speed. Eyes are closed. Opportunity to get your breath back as well. Bring your hands onto your knees, come into silence. Just breathe gently. On your next inhalation, open your eyes and coming to lie on your back for stretch pose. Bring your legs together, point your toes. Lift your upper body off the floor, tuck your chin in and look at your toes. And you're going to keep this position the whole time. Arms come up so the palms face each other and they're just above the height of the body. Then lifting your legs just off the floor and looking at your toes. Hold in this posture, breathing naturally. If it gets a little difficult, you just put one leg down. So you're doing a little bit of core work. And then when you're ready, you can change the other leg. If your neck hurts, hold your head. All right. So everybody, take a breath in. Exhale up. Eyes are open and hold. Now bring your knees in, drop your head to the floor, hug your knees to your chest. First release your neck, roll side to side. Then stop in that movement, hug your knees in and roll the body side to side. And the final movement in this Kriya set is a body roll. So either the hands below the knees, behind the knees, but keep your knees close to your body, lift your head and shoulders off, and roll along your spine onto your butt and onto your middle back. Try and keep it as tight as possible, and don't let your head and neck touch the floor. And then roll yourself up to sitting. Place your hands on your knees, palms are open upwards, spine is lengthened, coming into silence.
And feel all of the blessings that are already with you. And feel them flooding into your heart, into your awareness. And as we sing NAMEH, which means I bow to each blessing, to each gift from the divine.
On your next inhalation, open your eyes. So well done everyone, getting through that physical block release. Now we're going to work a little bit more subtly into the next 3 meditations. The first meditation is called Medical Meditation for Habituation. And it's what we use to get rid of habits and addictions. And it works on the pineal gland and the pituitary gland. And the way it works is we're going to have a fist with our thumbs sticking out and placing our thumbs on our temporal lobe, so just up in the muscle, just on the side of the eyes. The mouth is closed and the upper jaw and the bottom jaw are connecting so that the back of your teeth, the molars, are on top of each other. And then you're going to be creating pressure between each molar on the left side, the right side. So just test it out now, place your thumbs there, and as you sort of push your jaw together, you should feel the muscle under the thumb. That's the ideal point. All right, and then alternate it. So you squeezing on the one side, then squeezing on the other at your teeth, and you should feel the muscle on either temporal lobe moving. Yeah? So this pressure that we're creating with the thumbs and this movement in the molars are starting to create a pressure wave that affects the pineal gland, the pituitary gland. When the pineal gland is out of balance, we cannot get out of mental and physical addictions. Similarly, if the pituitary gland is out of balance, then our whole endocrine system is out of balance and all of our hormones are out of balance. And so we get stuck in sort of like toxic habits, either with our awareness or just within our body. This little meditation is made up of two different types of chant. The first chant is Sa Ta Na Ma, and the second chant is our protective mantra, Ad GURAY NAMEH. When you have your thumbs against your temporal lobes and you're alternating your left and right squeeze at the back of your teeth, at your molars, you're going to mentally chant Sa Ta Na Ma, Sa Ta Na Ma. Right, so that's the first part, and we're going to do that for 7 minutes. So you're sitting tall, place your thumbs on your temporal lobes. You're going to close your eyes, roll your eyes up as if you're focusing through your third eye point. Squeeze the jaw and alternating left and right side, Sa Ta Na Ma. Bring your hands down onto your knees, first to fingertips touching in Gyan Mudra. We're chanting that protective mantra now 3 times. Take a deep breath in. GURAY NAMEH, JUGAAD GURAY NAMEH, SAT GURAY NAMEH, Sri Gurudeve NAMEH. GURAY NAMEH, JUGAAD GURAY NAMEH, SAT GURAY NAMEH, Sri Gurudeve NAMEH. GURAY NAMEH, JUGAAD GURAY NAMEH, SAT GURAY NAMEH, Sri Gurudeve NAMEH. Keeping your eyes closed, come lie down on your back in Savasana. We're staying here for 3 minutes. And just allowing everything you've done so far now to take effect. You don't need to focus on anything, just surrender to the floor. Now take a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Bring your knees up to your chest, give them a hug. Rock side to side. Lift your head and shoulders off and rock through your spine, or however you need to come into an easy seated posture. We're now going into the part of meditation that's going to remove life blocks, and it is called the Mandavani Kriya. The word Mandavani means to bring yourself into the presence of intelligence, beauty, ultimate care, joy, and connection to the heart. So to add on to what I said at the beginning of the class, is that when we are born in this world, we have this desire, and this desire that we have is to connect to this infinite part of life. We have this desire to increase our consciousness, expand our awareness and our frequency. and this need to connect to our soul, or what we call our higher self, our truth, our essence. However, we don't necessarily know that is what we're trying to do. So when we are born, we feel that, okay, I have this need. I'm not quite sure what this need is, this desire, but it's the sense that I want to expand or move upwards or have more than I have currently now. And so then what do? Is we work with these defined, finite, limited goals and means to try and experience this. And so we find that we do things like, for example, we say, oh, I need to improve myself. And that will get me to that goal that I'm looking for. And so some of us might throw ourselves into improving our health and being as fit as we possibly can be, or reading a lot or gaining a lot of knowledge to try and understand and to have more information. Yes, because that might get us to that feeling that we're aiming for. For some people, it's a sense of this moving upwards. So maybe I should give myself a certain type of education. Maybe I should get myself a certain type of job. Maybe there's a hierarchy or climbing a corporate ladder that I need to do. Or maybe it is I need more wealth, because if I have more wealth, then I have more opportunities. Maybe that's the solution. Or maybe it's more confidence, or maybe it's more power that I need. And all of these things are from a very limited perspective. And when we stop all of this external stuff and we just turn our direction inwards and we come into silence and we aim to work and cultivate internally our true essence, now we start to make that connection. All those other things that we do are basically in the lower 3 chakras. And when we start to direct our attention inwards, we start to move out of those 3 chakras and we come to the heart. And this is the key, because this is where everything starts to transition and transmute, and we start to connect with ourselves a lot deeper, and we start to connect with that true essence and that goal that we really wanted, which was connecting with our higher self. And at the heart is the seat of emotions. So what are emotions then really there for? It's a guideline. It's guiding us to tell us that yes, we're on the right path. We're on the right path to this higher consciousness and expansion, or we're not on the right path. And so this meditation we're going to do now does exactly this. It brings us into the heart, it brings us into consciousness, it brings us into clarity, and also into courage. And it works on the heart by increasing our sensitivity and our expansion of the heart, so that we know that we're connecting to our true self, and therefore we can come up with these answers. And therefore we can break these old patterns, these life patterns that have kept us stuck. Woo, sounds fantastic. So let's do it. In order to do this, you're sitting tall, you're bringing your hands up in line with your throat, in front of your throat, and you're going to have your right hand on top of your left hand, palms facing down, fingers facing in opposite direction. Your right thumb is, you're going to bring your thumb into the center of your left hand, and then you're going to use your left thumb to sort of hold it into place, so you're squeezing it. And what we're doing is we're squeezing this fleshy point here called the mama point. And this is related to our heart and many meridians in our body. Hold in this posture, your eyes will be closed, and we're going to sing the mantra, which is the second half of the Mul mantra. Right, so we're going to do this for 7 minutes. If you don't know the chant off by heart, then by all means just read it, it's okay. And then once you've got it, you can close your eyes and focus on that. So right hand on top, right thumb underneath, squeeze the thumbs. You've got to keep the thumbs there. Don't let go of that intensity. Lengthen your spine and wait for the chant.
Such, Jugad, such, have such, Nanak hosi be such, such, Jugad, such, have such, Nanak hosi be such. Such, Jugad, जुगाद सच है वे सच नानक होसी वे सच सच जुगाद सच है वे सच नानक होसी वे सच सच जुगाद Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai Sach, Nanak Hosi Be Sach. Sach, Jugad Sach, Hai Sach, Nanak Hosi Be.
Release your hands. First the fingertips together in Gyan Mudra. Natural breath. On your next inhalation, open your eyes. We have one more meditation to do, and this one is to remove those deep subconscious blocks and karmic blocks. It also works into bringing a lot of patience as well, and compassion to the heart. And we're going to be working with the mantra Gobunde Makande, and I'll just read you the words. It's Gobunde Makande Udare Apare Haryan Karyan Naname Akame. So when we chant this, we're going to be working into our mulband and pulling in our belly button. So we take a breath in, and on the first one, Gobunde, we squeeze that root like the mulband and we pull the belly button in. And each time we chant one of those words, we're going to tighten, 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 tighten. So there's 8 words. And after we've done all 8, there should be a really tight squeeze in these 2 areas. And then on the inhalation, you relax everything. If you know the chant, your eyes are closed and you're focusing on your 3rd eye point. But if you don't know the chant, by all means, keep your eyes open and read it. We're going to be here for 7 minutes. There's no music for this one, so you're just going to follow along with my singing. All right. Okay, so lengthen the spine, take a deep breath in, and here we go. Gobunde, Makande, Udare, Apare, Haryam, Karyam, Naname, Yakame. 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 Gobunde, Makande, Udare, Apare, Hariyang, Kariyang, 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 Naname, Yakame. Gobinde, Makunde, Udare, Apare, Hariyam, Kariyam, Naname, Akame. Gobinde, Makunde, Udare, Apare, Hariyam, Kariyam, Naname, Akame. Letting go of the mantra. If your eyes are open, close your eyes. Come into natural breath, and in the seated posture, allow yourself to let go and relax.
Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru.
Staying in this meditative state, come lie down on your back in Savasana. Legs wide, feet turned out, arms next to body, palms open and upwards. And completely surrender to the floor and relax.
Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sachi Sai. Ardas Pai, Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai, Ramdas Guru, Sache Sai. Ardas Pai Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai. Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sache Sai. Ardas Pai Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai. Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sache Sai. Ardas Pai Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai. Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sache Sai. Ardas Pai Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai. Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sache Sai. Ardas Pai Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai. Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sache Sai. Ardas Pai Amardas Guru, Amardas Guru, Ardas Pai. Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru.
Now bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. Taking control of your breathing, breathing slower and deeper than you normally do.
Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sache Sai. Ardas Pai Amardas Guru, Amardas.
Continue this breathing, moving your fingers, toes and rolling your head side to side.
Ramdas Guru, Ramdas Guru, Sache Sai. Ardas Pai Amardas Guru.
Stopping the movements, bring your legs together, arms over your head. Point your toes and stretch your fingers like you've just come up from the most amazing rest. Keep your left leg straight, bring your right leg in, hug it towards your chest. Place that heel on your left thigh and move both legs towards the left as you twist through your spine in Kundalini cat stretch. Come back to center, change legs, first hug your left leg to your body. Place the foot on the right thigh, twist to the right. Come back to center, bring the knees in, hug them to your body. Head and shoulders come off. Rock along your spine, or just roll yourself into fetal position and come back into your easy seated posture. We're going to finish off the session by chanting Sat Nam 3 times. Bring your hands together in prayer position, bring your thumbs against your heart, lengthen your spine. Take a deep breath in and we're chanting 3 times together. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Bring your thumbs to your forehead. A little forward bow. And everybody, thank you very much. Sat Nam.